Hey, what's up? Dixie T here. And first things first, I have something to show you, my loyal subscribers. Let's see, this here. And do this. Here it is, folks. 300 subscribers. 300, folks. And this is before the year is out. I want to say thank you to everyone who's involved. Most of all, spinning that. I know I'm probably tired of me thanking him, but quite honestly, because of him, I got these many subscribers, and most people, everyone else who actually spread the word out. Thank you very much. So, and all the comments and everything else. Once again, thank you very much for these number of subscribers. Once again, it's all on you, and y'all people actually like the way I talk and listen. I talk and about my crazy rants about pro wrestling and everything. So once again, I thank you because y'all are awesome. But this 300 subscriber video. But you know what? There's a lot of things I would like to talk about now, and hopefully y'all will indulge me and everything. Because you know, once again, thank you for 300 subscribers. But here's something interesting. Very interesting as well. A couple things. First off, you know, there's a lot of people who think what booking or what Sheamus has been going through. Quite honestly, Sheamus has been, well, quite honestly, he hasn't been the best way booked, but he's booked better. I mean, Raw. I mean, if you saw last night's Raw, it was better in the aspect, but then again, when you lower the bar so low to the point that it's like, well, if it doesn't trip and fall upon itself, well, Sarah Palin, had her whole debate with Joe Biden. Like if she doesn't trip and fall on her words, then it's an A plus. That's how Raw has fallen. The show was okay. Sure had its bad stuff. The guest host, pretty much. I honestly think if you're not an ex wrestler, if you're not an ex wrestler, and your name's not Shaquille O'Neal or Bob Barker, I mean, you should not host. Timbaland, I like his music. I haven't heard anything good about Shock Value 2. I bet it's probably pretty good. But god damn, he's horrible. Whew, it's just like, oh man, it's like he was just on something. I mean, maybe he was on cake or some type of thing. Yeah, I know I'm fat, but quite honestly, if I was guest hosting, I wouldn't f up this badly. Then again, what the chance? I have 300 subscribers now. Um, is there any chance that someone like me or any YouTube um, person getting a shot hosting Monday Night Raw without being embarrassing themselves? Okay, and another thing is, you all know officially Bret Hart is going to be guest hosting. And I already talked about my thing about Bret Hart. And people, I'm going to say this: Bret Hart is not going to wrestle. He had a stroke, and he had concussions, and thanks to Goldberg, he's not going to wrestle again. I don't care how he looks; he can't physically wrestle. Interviews, if you look at interviews, the guy basically said if he takes any like a hard bump, he will have a stroke and he will die. And I hope to God he doesn't go back to wrestling. The best he can do is a managerial role. But anyway, let's look at in the positive points. And there's some positive points. The Chris Jericho and Big Show. Honestly, Chris Jericho, whenever he plays the conspiracy victim, he does it well. I gotta say that to him. And let me tell you, I would have signed that petition. A lot of y'all would have signed that petition, wouldn't you? Anyone? Well. Anyway, um, gets on Raw, and honestly, I honestly think that that should have been the ending of Monday Night Raw because that should have been that was really the main focus of Raw. I mean, Chris Jericho getting the Monday. Honestly, that would have been a lot more interesting ending because the match would have been a lot better. I think the match was okay. Chavo and Big Show and versus DX was okay. I think that was more main event quality than the title match. And once again, the WWE title 5 minutes. Sheamus gets his ass whooped, and they see bitch slaps the referee. I know the heel's job, but it's just getting really, 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 really tiresome that the guy just all he has to do is smack the referee. That no DQ. I honestly think the best thing to do it is actually at the NWA rule. Like if even on a disqualification, the title can change hands, and that sort of thing. Honestly, if I would have done it smart, I would have probably had them just fight throughout have them brawl the entire arena, have like a double counter. I know it's a non-finish, but it makes and then have Sheamus hit him with a chair or something and beat the crap out of Cena. Have Cena actually bleed or something. I know no blood policy, but actually have Sheamus get the better of Cena, hold him on like hold the belt saying you're not this, that, and the other. And it sets up for, say, I don't know, last man standing match with Sheamus and John Cena. Not bad. Hopefully, respond to it. And, and speaking of Monday Night Raw, one more thing. The guest hosting thing. I want to ask you this question before I could forget. Who do you think, any of the YouTube shooters, honestly, anybody who post videos, anyone here, who do you think would make a very good guest host? I'm talking, who would be great as a guest host? Who would be, your honest opinion would be like, okay, this is the main stage, would not trip over themselves or this, that, and the other. I'm not talking about booking this and this, that, but at least presentable. I mean, who you think would be the perfect guest host, like of the YouTube community? Someone like WWE or whoever. Who would you think the YouTube shooter or what have you would be a perfect guest host for like representing not representing the IWC, UFC, UWC, or what have you? Just represent like say that at least I don't have to face palm like oh God him and basically just stop doing videos for a while about wrestling. That sort of thing. But that's maybe I'll give my answer. But no other day I'm gonna give my answer to the person I think will be the perfect YouTube wrestler shooter to do Monday Night Raw will be. I'll give the answer to on my blog TV Q&A January 9th, 2010. Um, I can't wait for this thing and all the answers revealed. And if y'all don't have, I would like to hear some questions and more. Anyone who want to question that or anything else, politics or this, that, and the other, what have you, that'd be pretty cool as well. So anyway, thanks again for 300 subscribers. And honestly, what do you think if you could pick anyone wrestler or shooter or what have you on YouTube, who would be a great guest host? That's all I gotta say, Dixie T here. Peace and love. I will see y'all when I see y'all. One.